Hello and welcome back to Syracuse, New York for Gatekeeper and Heiser Media's combined coverage of the 2024 Syracuse Open, sponsored by the Pies Guys. I'm Nathan Johnson, joined in the booth today by former champion of this event, Dan Brooks-Wells. How's it going, Dan?
Doing really good, man. Excited to be out here and get to see these courses again. As you can see today, 73 and sunny. It's looking good. Have to keep an eye on the rain for tomorrow, but clear skies. And we got some talent here. We got Danny Moynihan. We got Andrew Cochran, Harry Chace, and Zach Sisson. Hopefully I said that right, Zach. But tight race here at the top. We got some heater scores out there from yesterday, which is what we expected.
Yeah, hopping over to the Clay East course today, hopefully a little more challenging woods golf. And tell us about hole one, Dan.
Yeah, hole one, tight tunnel right off the bat. This is a par 3, 359 feet. As you can see, you got to throw straight. And if you go anywhere to the left or to the right, you are in very, very thick woods. And that is a common theme here.
Yeah, Danny Moynihan leading the way after that hot 11 underscore in round one. Comes out a little bit low, but stays in the fairway.
And here's Andrew Cochran, sponsored by Discmania. Pulls this one a bit right, but there's room.
Yeah, it gets through all the way up there. We saw Harry Chace on our round one coverage. Very consistent in his 10 under par first round. This one's leaking a little left, but if it hangs on, he should have some sort of look. Zach Sisson, the lefty.
Nice to have a lefty on the card. Pulls this one a little bit. Hopefully he can find something to scramble here. That is lucky to not go deep into those woods. That could have been way worse.
So this is the upshot from Danny Moynihan.
And just a little chipper from Zach. No skip. Leaves him a circle's edge putt to start his day.
Yeah, just about 30 feet to save the bogey. Sneaks it in left side. Well
Not
done.
Bad. Yeah. A single bogey, not too bad. I mean, this course can really, really get after you if you're not scrambling well. Everyone's going to have to do it at some point. And Andrew, just a little low left.
Yeah, you got to hit right side or on the pole on these Mach 5s. Not enough chains on the left to catch a firm putt like that. As we see where Harry ended up, leaked off a bit deep left. I'll have some branches and bushes to work with.
Yeah, and Harry was the only one who remains on our card for today from yesterday. And he did it by making putts like this. So let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Oh, yeah. Drops it in, up and over. Those bushes in his way. Gets his round started on the right foot. And it's going to take at least a stroke.
Yeah, and that's a really good birdie to start your day. This is not an easy one. This did play a quarter stroke over par. I'm sorry, it played actually 0.34 over par, even harder. But here is hole two. This is a par 3, 333 feet. Dog leg to the right. This is a shot where it's really tough to get here with the flick. It's moving so far to the right that having that like right hand, backhand, Anheuser flex is really the way to get inside the circle.
Yeah, that is what Harry was going for, but catches some branches mid-flight. Drops him down in the fairway, though.
Yeah, there's a lot to get caught up on up here, as Danny just that's one you definitely want to get around, but it's so easy to hit that one kind of in the middle. You kind of got to trust it on this left side high and getting like a really late flip. Even that was just early.
Yeah, I think most of these guys are probably content with the par or a long outside look on this hole. Just Tough to get yourself a birdie putt. This is going to be a tricky little scramble here for Danny. Coming down from New Hampshire for this event, second highest rated player from his home state.
Yeah, Danny, I've had the privilege of playing with Danny a few times this year. Very solid player. Former pro hockey player.
Wow, we love a two-sport athlete. He threw a nice scramble shot there. Harry leaks his out a little bit, so he'll have a bit of a tester for par. Cochran, this one is from deep, just a bit off.
Yeah, and this Zach here with a good look at it as well. This was not necessarily one of the tougher holes on the course, but it definitely doesn't get two'd a lot. Only 3 birdies on the day by Chris Brown, Kalen Schatt, and Mark Fedorenko.
Par, not a bad score at all. Cochran knocks that one down for his 3. And pretty unsurprisingly, I think we're just going to see a nice little par frame here.
Yeah.
On the second.
And, starting off this course, this is definitely the harder of the 2 courses at the Clay Park. These 2 holes kind of are bonuses, and if you can get one of them, you're pretty happy about that. Once you get to the 3rd hole, that's when we want to start really pushing and scoring on this course. So this is a par 3, 263 feet. Got to hit a gap you got to hit a tunnel out this gap. And then it's just pretty open from here. It's slightly uphill, not much, but a overstable mid, fairway, just pushing off to the left.
A bit pulled out of the hand from Harry, but does get through. Dries up a bit short right. We'll probably have a circle's edge look.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Really, the mistake is, catching one of these early trees and dropping down early, but that looked pretty perfect from Danny there.
Got a nice skip at the end too to take him up inside the circle. That is a bit of an early release for Cochran. Catches that tree. Not what he was looking for. And the nice smooth lefty flick there from Sisson, going to end up in circle's edge, maybe shallow circle too.
Yeah, Andrew left with a really open up shot. Shouldn't be a problem from there. We go another tester putt. There's a good stroke to get himself back to even par and get his round going.
Yeah, not an uncommon situation to be over par after 2 holes here, but a nice pickup on the 3rd. This is the second easiest hole on the course, so definitely one these players are looking to pick up as Moynihan knocks down his birdie putt as well. Harry ended up a little closer than it looked from our T-cam, only about 15 feet or so for his birdie. Little right to left breeze.
Very nice. Gotta concentrate on all these, And Harry's a solid putter, and he's been putting really well all day. But never want to get caught sleeping.
Yeah, worth mentioning. This is the same day as they played round 1, just later in the afternoon. Another shotgun start.
This coverage is brought to you by Myers Creek Brewing Company, a major sponsor of the Syracuse Open and steadfast supporter of the local disc golf community. Featuring 2 central New York locations, Myers Creek has been voted the best brewery in Advanced Media's 2023 Reader's Choice Awards. Come out to the Farm Brewery in Cazenovia, which includes a 9-hole disc golf course and hosts a Thursday night putt club each winter. Or stop in at the Inner Harbor Tap Room and grab yourself a pint of Bangin' Chains Session IPA. Myers Creek, proudly brewing what's next for craft beer in the heart of New York State.
Right, hole 4, par 3, 308 feet. You can pick the left side or right side gap, and then it finishes a little bit uphill here to the left. So getting your drive to right about here is a good shot, leaving yourself with about a 25-foot putt. This can get a skip over. He'll be liking that. I've always tried to leave this one a little higher to give it time to swing. Danny, I can't tell you how many times I've hit that tree, but it does stick to the fairway, which is a good thing.
That tree is the one to miss. This one pushes a bit straight. Sisson will see where that one ends up. And Andrew Cochran still looking to get his round started with a birdie. This one needs to get a little sneaky on the backside if it does, but...
Yeah, there are some gaps back there. A couple chip shots up to the basket. Nothing too difficult. It's pretty open. See if Andrew has a look here or if he's just kind of pitching up.
Yeah, pretty thick rough on the deep right side of the fairway. Just ends up pitching out.
Yeah, he went a little too straight off the tee. But this is what Harry is left with. So not the just low, not the easiest basket to get to.
Yeah, that uphill at the end of the flight as we see
Sit down.
That is a brutal roll away for Moynihan. Is just trying to save a par and now has this 50-footer back uphill for the bogey.
Yeah, that definitely is very much in play on this hole. Just an unfortunate break. And he, it's uphill, and he's got to deal with some trees here too. It like rolled through all these trees as well.
Oh, he catches metal again. Luckily, that one sits down close to the basket, but tough break. Yeah, just a bit high on that first putt. Catches the nubs, and basket did not like that.
Nothing to worry about. Still a bunch of holes to score on out here, so just got to keep plugging away. And we get to this hole 5, par 4, 420 feet. You can take the left side gap and kind of ante it into this zone, or you can take this sneaky right side gap and get way down into about here. And it's an easy pitch up if you can hit that. I've even seen people who get through everything have a putt for a 2.
That's it. No more.
But it is not easy to do. Yeah.
Yeah, early release from Harry. That is going to be quite punishing. Not what he was looking for, obviously. Was going down that right side gap you mentioned, Dan.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's this risk reward, right? And if you hit it, I mean, yeah, I'm sure these guys in practice might have gotten an eagle bid. This looks beautiful.
Yeah,
that is going to have a chance at an outside look. Such a nice, smooth hyzer flip forehand from Sisson. And Cochran throwing a very similar line. We'll see how far that ends up getting through as well.
Yeah, that was smashed. Big skip. Oh, yeah.
Got the skip all right. More of a flare than a pushing skip, which I'm sure he would have liked, but in the fairway, either way, at only a 420-foot par 4, this is very scoreable as long as you get through that initial gap.
Yeah, so Danny, there's really only one main hallway to throw down. Danny's having to do his patent pending. That looks like it'll putt. We'll test her.
As Harry trying to scramble for par, catches a late tree, but should still have a putt coming up. And yeah, these guys just jump putting for their birdie. That is what you get rewarded with after a great drive, and we'll see Zach Sisson, way up there.
This is definitely a run. No, and it rolls back. This is what he's left for birdie.
Outside the circle.
I think sometimes, and we couldn't see what he had there, but sometimes you get in your head like, I got to run this, maybe take a riskier route with the putt to make the eagle, but who knows? He does pay the price, though. And here's Harry to save his par. He's been able to knock these down and in certain situations get the scramble going.
A bit high in the chains, but basket does catch it. It's a really nice par save after basically hitting the first available tree off the tee. See, Danny, this was a birdie putt coming up. After that nice patent pending backhand upshot, leaves himself about a 22-footer or so, and a nice bounce back birdie after the double bogey on hole 4.
Unfortunate par there, and a tap-in birdie for Andrew, and it'll be his first of the round. And then we are headed over to hole 6. This is a par 4, 482 feet. One of the tightest shots off the tee. Do not find yourself on the left side. That is jail. If you find yourself over on the right, that'll be all right. It's just a hyzer down into this gap here. Somewhat of a newer hole. It's been there. It's been here for a few years. I should say the basket placement down to the left has been new, and that is not a good kick. That is not what you want.
Yeah, Cochran just gets absolutely rocketed over to that left side.
This needs to get back to the right. A lot of people will play like a pitch forehand hyzer up to the right. I've had the most success with a roller getting way down there. But Harry just smokes this down the pipe.
Wow, yeah. Such a great straight backhand thrown there. Zach going back to that hyzer flip that worked so well on the last hole, but just a bit overturned. So now he's going to have to go flick roller to try to salvage a long birdie look. Or no, just a flex forehands. Excuse me.
Yeah, you can get in a lot of trouble if you start pulling those forehand rollers out, and there's not a lot of room for error on this hole. Got a little Anheuser flex from Danny. That looked a little short to me, but we'll have to see where he ended up.
I might have an outside look. This is a well-thrown forehand from Cochran. Should have a look to save his par, and yeah, this is what Harry is rewarded with after that great backhand drive. Leaped a little left, but still well inside the circle for birdie.
Yeah, Harry parked the old basket, which was which was super hard to get to. So that drive is just amazing.
And able to connect. That little step out forehand ended up working out pretty well for Danny.
Yeah, he was a little closer than I thought. Definitely takes advantage of that, and that's a good skill to have, that little step out forehand. So if you don't have it, I suggest working on it. Not a bad result for hole 6, but we are going to go to hole 7. This is a par 3, a whopping 162 feet, little uphill. Just have to deal with the initial tunnel.
Yeah, somebody has to give. There's no reason not to ace run this one, so
yeah,
let's see if somebody can give us a highlight here. This one has no chance. Horrible effort from
Come
Danny.
on, unbelievable.
Come on, we let you on this coverage, Danny, after you shoot a great first round and you don't even give it the height. That's more what we're looking for from Harry. At least it had a chance.
I couldn't really see that one, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Anything, if you leak a little left. Oh, we did. That's right. Yeah. Hole 16. the hard, it's this hole's only 162 feet, but again, we've said it in the past that this hole seems like a must get, and because it's like that, it makes it hard. Like that's the only mental reason. Zach giving that a run, I'm sure.
Yeah, no aces for our card today, but we did have, as Harry makes a nice birdie putt there, 2 aces in the field on this hole. Justin Werboys and Matt Stahlecker. Hopefully I said those last names correctly. But yeah, that's crazy. Nicely done, gents.
Yeah, congrats, guys.
Nice birdie putt there for Cochran. Get himself to 2 under par. Danny. Or no, sorry, this will be Sisson first.
It's a good comebacker. Definitely don't want to take a bogey on this one. That is for sure. And you know what, Danny? You didn't ace run it, but the real pros park it, so you win. Hole 8, par 3, 360 feet. Somewhat hitting a tunnel. I mean, it's not really a tunnel, but just throwing a straight to hyzer flip shot and having something finish to the left, whether you throw it high and let it glide over, or sometimes you could get some skips, but we'll just have to see if this grass will allow it to skip right now. Danny making a common error, just a little bit on the right side, and Harry here just misses those.
Yeah, dries up a little short, but he'll still have a putt from there.
Oh, no, and that took a bad kick. That took the wrong kick. But I liked the height on that one.
This hole shapes well for that lefty flick. Gonna get the late stability out of that disc. And should be a pretty good result.
Yeah. Again, I think it's all about that skip. It's tucked over there pretty good. Good shots got to within 30 feet, and great shots that skipped, inside of that. But Andrew left with an overhand shot here, it looks like, or maybe a little flick.
Yeah, has to go for the forehand roller to scramble, and just a tough bounce off the tree, I think.
Yeah, that was looking good.
Or not even the tree, is that little stump thing over there. Just a really tough break. And has this to save the par and catches the cage. Not a bad effort. But, a little course maintenance there out of frustration, perhaps. But Harry Chace, this guy's dialed in. Just
putt.
5 down through 8 holes.
Yeah.
Came to play.
Yeah, and his putting has been the difference for sure. Whether it's to, save a par from his scramble or just knock down the ones that we all know we should make, within 30 feet. And it's just hard to do consistently. Zach is going to move the forest a bit. All right.
Yeah. It is legal if it's dead and unattached and behind his lie, which definitely some of that had to be behind his lie with how big that branch ended up being.
Yeah. Yeah. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
So he's left with this putt for the birdie and just sneaks it over.
Yeah. And his disc got way over there. I don't know if I've seen one get that far left off the drive. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, must have got a nice big flare skip, that overstable driver. Benefits of being able to throw that lefty flick.
We'll take a short walk over here to hole 9. Another short one. Par 3. 180 feet. Surprisingly not the shortest hole on the course. But you're taking this left side with a forehand most likely, or for your backhand throwers, just a little putter.
Yeah, Harry loves to throw these just little baby Anheuser putter shots. I mean, he's been playing Sedgley Woods the past couple of years. Of course, he's got that dialed.
Yeah, that's very true. And good shot here by Zach. So the name of the game on this one too is speed control, because this does, unlike the other short hold, this one does drop off. So once you do hit the gap, you got to make sure you're not rushing past the basket.
Another ace. Oh,
Another ace, he's calling for it.
It was looking good out of the hand. Just dried up a bit short, so jump putt up for the par for Danny. Just going to have to settle. And a lot of metal there for Sisson, but just a bit high.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no aces on the day. I was hoping for one here as well, but no one able to connect.
Yeah, just not quite as clean of a line on this hole. It's trickier, not quite a stock shot, See these guys throwing these touchier turnover backhand lines, and but still plenty of birdies. Hole 9 did play as the third easiest hole on the course.
No surprise. And Harry here to get 4 in a row.
And end his front 9 at 6 under par.
There you
Very
go.
impressive start here from Harry Chace.
He
are halfway through the tournament.
Yeah, and he got one of the bonus ones to start, and then he went on a tear here. I mean, this is what you got to do at this course. Stayed away from his bogeys, and the other guys as well doing all right. A couple bogeys mixed in there, but Harry leading the way.
Yeah, as we take a look at the leaderboard, 3 new faces kind of making a climb, tied for second at 13 under par. We'll see if any of them can join us on coverage for the third and final round. If you want to see the back 9 of this second round, make sure to head over to Heiser Media's YouTube channel. We will have the coverage there. But until then, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.